Michigan Tech and Bemidji State will play outdoors today as part of the 13th annual Hockey Day in Minnesota celebration. It will be the first Division I men's hockey game played on the outdoor Hockey Day rink. Freshman Eric Gotz from Hermantown and Brian Halonen from Delano were at the announcement in July.
It was great. There's a lot of high school kids, a lot of high school families, and so just being back in that environment, that's I played in that, so it was a unique experience for me, and just seeing the excitement on those people's faces to host, and just the hockey community around there, it was great.
That's pretty special. I've always watched the game. It's a pretty big deal back in Minnesota for the high school teams, but unfortunately we never got a chance to play in it. So yeah, it'll be pretty cool to be able to play on Hockey in Minnesota now.
Gotz played on Lake Pokegama at Hockey Day Minnesota in 2013 when his team, Hibbing Chisholm, played Egan.
I remember there was no boards and on the sides, it was just wire across the back of the net. And so going back for a puck, you get your face mask hits up against that. It's not the most comfortable thing. And then just the wind that day, you're skating up ice against the wind, you feel like you're going backwards, but it wasn't the best result, but it was a fun experience.
Seamus Donohue from North Oaks and Alec Broetzman from just across the border in Hudson, Wisconsin played for St. Thomas Academy. They fell in overtime to Hill Murray at Hockey Day Minnesota in 2015 at Holman Field in St. Paul.
It was a good one. We played our rivals, Hill Murray, or one of our rivals, and the result wasn't the way we wanted it to be, but it was still a great experience and one I'll always remember.
I remember it was really windy. It was a military appreciation type thing, so it was outside on an air base in St. Paul. So it was a really cool atmosphere. There was planes and helicopters around, so it was something really special.
We wore camo jerseys, and the whole day was kind of a dedication to the military, and that was special. Me and Broetzman, we went to a military high school, and so that was important to us, and it was a fun day.
Captain Dylan Steman from Hanover and alternate captain Jake Jackson, a native of Maplewood, shared their excitement for the game.
I'm really excited. I think just preparing, I don't think it's going to be much different than a normal Friday night game. Just we'll get to practice outside on Thursday and then play on Friday. But I've been growing up in Minnesota. I've been watching these outdoor games, high school games every year, and I never had a chance to play in them. So I guess now is my opportunity. So it's pretty exciting.
Well, I was excited, but as we're seeing now, it's going to be pretty cold. I thought of that right away. This time of year in Bemidji is never really warm, but I was excited. It's pretty cool. The year before I came in, they got to play in an outdoor game. Comerica, the park's a little bit different setting, but I've always kind of wanted to play in one. I never have, so I think it'd be fun.
Temperatures for Friday's game are predicted to be well below zero. The guys talk about how they plan to deal with the cold.
You try and stay as warm as you can, but I think playing outdoors too as a kid, you just gotta have fun with it and embrace the cold. It's cold for both teams. Just go out there and play, and it's like you're a little kid, walking down to the rink and strap up your skates and you're good to go. You didn't care about the cold, you were just having fun.
I don't know what you can really do. We got some cold weather gear. I think once you get into it, it won't really matter much. I think it'll be more an issue for the fans.
Me and my buddies have played when it's negative degrees out, so it shouldn't be terrible, but it'll be an adjustment for sure with hockey gloves instead of mittens and a helmet instead of hats, but shouldn't be. Both teams got to play in it. So
when we played in 2015, it was nicer out, sunny day. It was like 32, so the ice was a little bit rough, but at least the ice will be nice in Bemidji.
It's going to be an adjustment a little bit, I think. I think we have to stay as warm as we can. We got a lot of undergear stuff from the team that I think should help, but most of us have played outside in sub-zero weather before if you're from Minnesota and Michigan especially, so I think it shouldn't be too bad, but we'll have to wait and see.
Jackson will have plenty of family and friends in Bemidji to watch not only the Huskies, but also Minnesota State's women's team.
My mom, my dad, both my sisters, my girlfriend, and then a couple of my buddies from back home, and I think my aunts, a couple of my aunts and uncles are all coming up because everyone's from Minnesota still, so I don't know what they're going to do for the weather. Yeah, I think they're really excited too. It should be a lot of fun. My sister's actually plays for Mankato, and she plays an outdoor game on Saturday against Bemidji. So she'll be there. She'll get to stay for our game Saturday night. So I thought that'll be exciting too.
All the Minnesota guys will have plenty of support from their family and friends.
I got a lot of family that are traveling up there, and my cousin plays for Greenway, so he's actually playing in Hockey Day, Minnesota the next day. So I got grandma, grandpa, mom, dad. My brother's actually missing practice to come watch me play, so it's a pretty special event for the family and I.
Parents come in, grandparents I believe, girlfriend, just family and friends. Should be quite a few people, and I think they're just going to bundle up and battle the elements.
My parents are going to make the trip. My family is going to make it. My little brothers will think that's pretty cool to be playing outside.
My family will be there, but that's pretty much it. It's still pretty far from my hometown. It's like 5 hours, I think.
My dad, my sister, and my uncle are coming up, so it'll be fun to have them there. Wish more of my family could make it, but I think my little brother's got a game that day too. So
The puck drops at 8:07 p.m. Eastern. Be sure to tune in to Dirk Hembroff for the radio call or watch online at flowhockey.tv.